Hey there everyone, Zian over here from Nintendo Life, and today we're here to share with you our review of Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar on the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, this review was originally written by Nathan Ellingsworth for NintendoLife.com, but was reworked into this video by me. Sometimes, the lines between remaster and remake can be blurred. Metroid Prime Remastered seems much more like a full remake, and a few games called remakes don't even live up to the expectations. For Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar, which is based on Harvest Moon DS Grand Bazaar, even the term remake doesn't quite seem to do it justice. This feels more like a fresh new entry in the Story of Seasons franchise that picks up the best elements of the DS title to deliver a spectacular farming sim that gleefully digs its own path. Grand Bazaar casts you as a fledgling farmer in Zephyr Town, a gorgeous little place with a friendly cast of characters waiting to become your friends, or if you play your cards right, even your spouse. While you may be familiar with the regular farming mechanics in this series, Grand Bazaar's titular mechanic, the Bazaar, adds an engaging twist to proceedings that kept us up for hours. Every Saturday, you take your best produce or crafted items to the Bazaar and peddle off as much as you can, granting you the ability to earn a little more cash than the regular way of selling. But also, this gives you the chance to level up your Bazaar. Doing so brings other vendors to Zephyr Town, along with more options, as new shopkeepers allow you to spend your hard-earned money on new gameplay elements, expansions for your barn, farm, or your pockets even, and other neat additions. Much like the addictive push and pull of Moonlighter's shop mechanics, Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar effectively balances its addictive farming gameplay with the bazaar building side of things to keep you hooked. Ringing your little bell draws customers over, and occasionally they will flash up an item they want. And if you can quickly place the requested item on the stall, they'll rush over and ask to purchase it. Plus, you can use the new nature sprites to cheer for you, which unlocks helpful bonuses and put a big stupid grin on our face every time we set off this fanfare. Now, actually navigating your bazaar is a touch annoying, as you use full 3D movement to approach your stalls. We would have preferred to just press left and right to move, which would make the process much quicker. The addictive loop of farming and selling at the bazaar often meant we played the game until we fell asleep though, holding the Switch 2 in bed. While our reviewer Nathan had never played the original DS game, they've played other Harvest Moon and Story of Seasons games, and with the upgrades on Switch 2, Grand Bazaar might nestle into the very best of the series. Now let's move on to the other side of things, the farming. Much of this is what you expect, especially if you're a genre aficionado. You grab some seeds, use a hoe to till some soil, scatter the aforementioned seeds, then keep them watered and fertilized to see the fruits of your labor. You eventually get a barn and get to look after some animals, and keeping them fed and happy rewards you with produce like eggs, milk, and even wool. One thing that can really get our goat with farming games is when the farming feels like busy work, and occasionally, Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar nudges that feeling. Thankfully, better farming tools are steadily introduced, which improve your ability to till crops and slowly allow you to make more crops and earn more cash. However, you'll also have to contend with your stamina, much like in Stardew Valley. Here, managing stamina is particularly painful. Smashing rocks or watering multiple tiles of soil sees your stamina plummet, and while you can eat food or take a bath to replenish this, you essentially have the energy of what feels like an 80-year-old after a marathon. You can find ways to permanently increase your stamina, which is hugely important, but for the first 40 to 50 hours of the game at least, these opportunities are incredibly sparse. One of the key changes in Grand Bazaar is the movement. You can learn to double jump just like in the original, but you now also have a glider, which you can use to take advantage of the winds to sail across Zephyr Town, easy breezy. Between the ability to farm multiple tiles at once, the immensely satisfying platforming, and the small but richly packed Zephyr Town, it's so fun to scurry around and do your chores, and smash some rare rocks, or find other forageable items. Just make sure to watch out for hurricanes, where you'll have to use the new windscreens to keep the blustery menace from ruining your crops. Another new mechanic comes in the form of those aforementioned nature sprites, adorable little creatures dotted around the map. If you hand them some of your forageables like fish, mushrooms, and more, they'll increase the overall quality of them. However, the vast variety of items in different possible quantities means your inventory fills up much quicker than you'd like, so make sure to invest in storage or pocket space immediately. Thankfully, you can quickly place boxes around town and in the many windmills, where you can craft better and more complicated delights, so you don't have to lug everything around. Fishing, unfortunately, is easily the weakest part of the game, which is a shame as we normally love catching fish. The actual gameplay is fine, you press certain buttons to reel in your fish, but it is painfully slow, especially with the bigger fish, compared to catching bugs which you can run up to and pick up immediately, or the fact that you can just instantly smash rocks. We rarely wanted to spend our precious moments reeling in fish, so this part of the game stayed largely forgotten for us. However, one part we really love is cooking. You earn recipes by eating food from the local restaurant, unlocking the item once you've gulped it down for the first time. Cook with your crops and animal produce to make dishes that not only top up your stamina, but also grant buffs like increased speed or temporary stamina increases. It's all instant, and you can make multiple of the same recipe at once, provided that you have the materials. We've been eagerly anticipating the occasional cook-offs, which are one of the many seasonal events that give you a chance to show off your wares or earn some trophies for your house. There are a lot of smart choices in Grand Bazaar which help to make the most of your time and keep you engaged. A request system helps you unlock new Bazaar vendors, and these often test your abilities. You can ring a bell to say hello to folks as you run around, allowing you to build relationship points easily. And when it comes to Bazaar time, you can choose different pieces of decor to help keep food fresh or sell more items in bulk. Marvelous has really taken a lot of time to perfect the gameplay loop of Grand Bazaar, and that polish has also spilled out into the characters and the visuals. When greeting your townsfolk, you'll now often be met with fully voiced dialogue, adding charm and personality to interactions. The voiceover work here is lovely and makes it much harder to choose who you actually want to marry. You aren't restricted by gender option here either, so there's plenty of bachelors or bachelorettes to pick from, and that's before mentioning some of the new characters added to this remake. While the Harvest Moon series is well known for its adorable chibi style, everyone here has been given more human-like proportions. It works with the gorgeous visuals to make Zephyrtown feel a touch more realistic and homely. The visuals on Switch 2 are crisp and colorful, with a rock-solid frame rate. Trees blow with the wind, and the water ripples with a gorgeous detail. It might not be the most demanding game on the Switch 2, but it might just be the best-looking Story of Seasons entry, even if the occasional texture can look pretty pixelated up close. So after 50 hours with the game, we do have a few other small nitpicks. While it's nice to be able to organize your items by quality or freshness, it's annoying you can't quickly sort by sale price. One other downside is the implementation of HD Rumble. We might be spoiled by the clip-clop of the horse in Stardew Valley, but here it's just a flat bzzz whenever you hit anything. It's annoyingly sharp and loud, especially in handheld mode. Overall, though, Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar is a fantastic reinvention, filled with smart choices and heartfelt polish. We've had a blast doting over our farm animals, training up our dog so he can better corral the flock, and spending time getting ready for the bazaar. Then when Saturday hits, we open up shop and enjoy the flurry of purchases before spending our own money on some much-needed new abilities, changes to the town, or some of the many customization features, even if they do demand quite a lot of wool and dye from you. If you're in the mood for an engaging, endearing, and cute farming game, Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar should do the trick. It might not have the depth of other farming sims, but it's fantastic to control, and the well-written voiced characters alongside the many tasks, and a calendar packed with events to occupy your time, make you feel like a part of a bustling little community. We fell in love with Zephyrtown, and thanks to the satisfying gameplay and intricately connected web of rewards, we can't see ourselves putting it down anytime soon. We here at Nintendo Life give Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar Nintendo Switch 2 Edition an 8 out of 10. Be sure to check out Nintendo Life